Disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes. I, for one, am not responsible for anything going wrong or breaking on anyone else's devices. If that makes sense, actually. Reading it out loud, it doesn't. But anyway, follow along or use the same techniques shown in this video at your own risk. These techniques are not dangerous. Do your own research before attempting anything you see in this video. Otherwise, if anything was to break, it's not dangerous. It's not dangerous to you personally. It's not going to harm anyone or anything like that. It's just that I don't want to take responsibility if you break your system. It's got absolutely nothing to do with me. All right? What's the video about today? It's about Windows. It's about Windows 11. Many thanks goes to Chris Titus for his tool. Another thanks go to Brytech as well. Brian over at Brytech. Fantastic tutorials that they do. There's many other channels as well that I could thank as well. This is to do with Windows 11. Holy crap, the amount of shit that Microsoft are doing at the moment is unbelievable. I, for one, don't use Windows as my everyday operating system. I use Linux, but not everyone can move to Linux. So this video has techniques in it from Chris Titus's tool and also from a little app that you can get from the Microsoft store called WinToys, and that's what this video is about. And basically, inside a virtual machine, I make my own ISO on up. Now, I've done the same for my missus. She's got Windows 11. She cannot move on over to another operating system, which is fair enough. She still uses tools, Windows stuff that she's bought over the years. All right. She does photography and stuff. She makes Christmas cards and birthday cards and that sort of thing. And she takes photographs of models that she's got and dolls, basically, and she positions them and that sort of thing. It was during the pandemic that she got into all of that. But anyway, that's a video for another day. So for this video, for God's sake, just follow along at your own risk, all right? Like I say, these techniques are not dangerous in any way, but something down the line might go wrong, especially if you don't follow properly, or you make a mistake and you're not sure and you just go in blindly, all right? Just do your research if you're going to do these things that I am doing in this video today. So let's get on and get on over to the video. Also, if anything does go wrong, I think that you should think about not doing something like that again! Now on with the video. Here we are. This is Chris Titus's WinUtil. This is what I recorded the other day and I'll put together. Basically what we're going to do, we are going to use a little tool he's got embedded into his WinUtil called MicroWin. Basically what it does is take away the telemetry and tracking in 25H2, which is the one that I am using. Now this particular ISO was the one before they took away for you to be able to sign in as a local. So I was jammy enough to get this before they released the newer one where you can't go in with a local account, although there are ways around that now. So what this does, I have the ISO already inside of Windows. It's one that I downloaded ages ago and I just brought on over here into a virtual machine. And basically what this tool is doing is copying it on over at the moment, which is done, and I have speeded this video up slightly. So now what it's going to do, it's looking for the Pro edition of that. And of course it is on there. Okay. So off it goes, and then once it's found that, it'll go away, make the ISO up, but enable you to be able to sign in with a local account, which you can set up here on this page. So where it says username, 20 characters max, there's my real name, all right? And you can put a password in, and that will already be in, and it'll get added to the ISO itself. Absolutely amazing. No problem whatsoever. Now, if you've got drives, you can import drivers from your current system if you want to. Say if you've got NVIDIA drivers, for instance, you can embed them in there as well, all right, from your system. And also virtual ones too, VirtIO drivers, if you're using Virt Manager or something. I'm actually using VMware, just works. Here in Linux, just brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Everything's there for you. Just works, and that's what I'm using on here anyway. Now here is where it's going to get saved inside of documents. I've got to give it a name, so I called it a Windows Custom. Yeah, just easy name to use. Windows Custom. Fantastic. And we'll save it there. And now it's going to go along and do so. So I keep the terminal on up, and it's going away and doing it. Mount Windows images. So it mounts it first, and then it starts to get rid of stuff, basically. Stuff that you don't bloody need. The problem with Windows, this is one of the problems with Windows. Why can't it just be clean? Why do you need a Microsoft account in order to use the bloody thing? Why? Unbelievable. Really is. You don't need all that. And them tracking on you and all that. You just don't need all this rubbish that they seem to chuck at people now in Windows. And so after this, of course, after this has been made, we then go over to the installation. I install it into a virtual machine as well. If you can use a virtual machine to do this with, because it does work, and you'll be safer in a virtual environment than what you would if you were putting it onto real hardware. That is what I'm getting at, if you were doing this on real hardware. Yes, you can do this on real hardware, and no doubt it'll run fine. But you've got more control in a virtual machine because you're doing it for yourself. And this is why I thought I would do a video on this. I've seen many videos. I've studied this pretty hard, and it's, for me, it's easy to use, but for a lot of people it might not be easy to use, you see. And that's why I put that disclaimer on up. Do your research. Even in Windows now, you've got to do your bloody research, because they keep hiding certain things inside that operating system that we used to have, and they take things away. And it's terrible. Bring back Windows XP. Windows XP and also Windows 7, although telemetry did actually start in Windows 7 all the way on back. They did in the later versions of Windows 7. There was a bit of telemetry going on, but I think that was more collected for stats, as in how many computers on the planet is it installed on, that sort of thing. Microsoft have always wanted power throughout the whole of the world. They're very greedy. They don't give a monkeys about their users, not anymore, since rolling out Windows 10 and now Windows 11. Windows 10, when it first came out, I thought, what the bloody hell is this crap? Windows 8, oh my God, don't get me started on Windows 8. That was just absolutely terrible. So basically what it's doing now, it's removing Windows packages for roll-up fix, whatever that is. I have no idea what roll-up fix is. I'm not a programmer, but I just know that for me, this worked. It worked on my missus's computer, so you sign in straight away. It goes straight to the login screen once you've got it installed, and you just get on in there. And everything's done for you on the ISO. It's fantastic. Yes, you still have Microsoft Edge, but later on I'll be showing you a way that you can get rid of it. A little bit later on. This is nearly done. It's removing provisions now, and there we go. It's just scrolling on through, and it's just cleaning up the image now. Absolutely amazing. It's gonna dismount Windows image, and it's running. Go along and make the ISO on up. Absolutely brilliant the way that it does it. And Chris Titus he's just he used to work for Microsoft, so he knows the ins and outs of the system. He knows how to bypass certain stuff, and it's forever. This WinUtil is forever getting updated, and it's free. He uses free and open source software in order on it as well. You can use it. You can use it to install programs with, like Brave browser, for instance. You can use it for that. Or alternatively, of course, just go off on the internet and download the latest. It's entirely up to you, as long as you go to their proper website. It's just brilliant. It really is. It really is good. But the hoops we got to go through now for Windows in order to be able to get a local account going. It seems to me it's just ridiculous. And a lot of people would be using the terminal to do so. There's still terminal codes, or you can go straight on into regedit and add something in there to be able to get on in with a local account now. But no doubt Microsoft will take that away eventually. We'll take that away completely, and you won't be able to go on in. So it's mount Windows image and it's running. It's now dismounting it when it's running. Okay. Have I put two of the same together or something? Don't know. There we go. Now it's making up the ISO. Didn't take long at all, but I have speeded this video up just slightly. When it got to 97%, I thought, oh shit, it's crashed. That's exactly what I thought, but it carried on. It carried on going, so it was fine. 98, 99, and then done. Absolutely fantastic. So in the next part of this video, which is coming up any second now, it should be, Oh, maybe not. Here's the original ISO. No, here's the one we've just made. 6.18 gig. The one in downloads is 7.22 gigabyte. Holy crap, that's just ridiculous, isn't it? So here, I am now installing inside of VMware, installing Windows 11 from that ISO. So I'm installing it at the moment. And it does take a while. But I have speeded this up slightly. So it should go on through and everything should be tickety-boo. And it is. It does. It just goes on in. I then put install OpenVM on it. Whatever it's called. VM tools. In order to be able to get it up to full screen. And then I show you exactly how to get rid of Microsoft Edge. For those who want to get rid of Microsoft Edge, not everyone does. People still trust it. I hate it because it's embedded with AI as well. What the hell is that about? Who the hell thought of that idea? Let's have artificial intelligence on an operating system. No, that's wrong in my eyes. That is completely wrong. The user should have more choice, especially in Windows. You're paying out for a license. You don't own it. This is the problem because it's all proprietary. You don't own anything in Windows. It's not yours. This is the difference between Windows and Linux. Linux is yours to keep for as long as you want, mate. Depending on what you've installed. If you've installed a long-term one, then of course you're going to have to upgrade 5 years down the line. With this, it's proprietary blimmin' software, and it just does my head in. They keep it all closed source. They've only open sourced a few things, and I'm very wary of Microsoft because I just don't trust them. Although Linus Torvalds has a pretty good relationship with Microsoft now. So, you know, whether that's true because of GitHub or whatever, I don't know. Who knows? But I still don't trust them. I still do not trust them at all. Now, it's going to restart a few times and you will see terminal, a blank terminal, just flash on up. There we go. It flashes up a few times. That comes on up, which is actually a terminal, and apart from it hasn't got anything else flashing on it. Then it reboots again. It's at 94% at the moment, and it was here that I thought, oh God, it's not doing it. And it's just the waiting around. It did take a while. And at normal speed, it took a while. I've speeded this up now. And like I say, you know, if updates are underway, please. And it comes on up. Come on. Reboots again, and we're in. Straight to there, instead of all those bloody stupid questions. Then you can be connected to the internet. You don't have to disconnect from the internet because it's already embedded, and you will get a terminal come on up when it first comes on in. Searching for display, driver, registry path, and all this, whatever that means. There you go. And that is that. Not quite there because you can't see everything. But look at that. A completely empty now is that. And yeah, if we come on down, look at that. It's 1024 by 768, which is all right. PowerShell's still coming on up, so it's still booting, if you like. It's still doing stuff in the background. And of course I'm not activated, but I do activate it. I'll activate it in a minute, but you don't see that. I'll do that off screen. Any second now we should be going on over. I usually have this on to the left side. And instead of doing it straight away, I mean, that would confuse the hell out of me. Well, I've put it on the left. Why hasn't it gone on over? You've got to shut that down, then it goes on over to the left. What's all that about? Why can't it just do it instantly? Anyway, there we are. We're back on up in here into WinToys. I've just brought it up to full screen. I am now registered now. This is registered on inside this virtual machine now. I paid for a license ages ago. Ages and ages ago. So, we've got WinToys on in. Now, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get Brave installer on in. I couldn't be bothered to get Chris Titus's tool back up, so I thought, oh, let's go through all this. Look at all this palaver. You shouldn't look, and it just Microsoft Edge, load of old shit. Oh, all this. Look, I just want to go on the internet, all right, and I reject that, reject all that crap. Look at this. Who the hell Strictly Come Dancing? Who the hell searches for that? Anyway, Brave. We shall download it. That was pretty quick. But in saying that, yes, it was quick on the download with Microsoft Edge, but it's utilizing God knows how much in the background in order, all of your power, all of your computing power in order to make it faster. So, you know, I mean, God's sake, it's only Chrome with a bit of what Microsoft have given it. Loads more telemetry than you can shake a leg at. So here I've got Brave, and I right-clicked there, and for some odd reason it opened, and I'm not sure why. But yeah, I've set it as default now. Deleting them, what I should have done was set that up first. I hate stuff going into that, and of course it's not going to be wiped off of the memory of that. It's always going to be on disk. That's the problem with it. It probably is, even just deleting stuff. But later on I do go on in. So I'm going to make it all default. What I should have done was just set it default, and it would have done all this anyway. But hey ho, I thought I'd do them one at a time. Yep, and that's that. And I look at the top and it says set default. So I set it default and everything's now default. There we go. Brave is now the default. Now we open up WinToys, and for some reason it closed back down again. And I'm not sure why. Take control of your system. I went into personalize, and then it crashed. So that was a bit weird. Just needed it a bit darker, you know. So I just getting it sorted to how I like it, basically. But I'm in with a local account, which is the main thing here in Windows, and I'm just setting this on up. I'll have to get some proper bloody backgrounds for this, I think. No, I'm not going back to Windows. I just made this video just to show all the bloody hoops you lot over at Windows have got to go on through now. I think it's absolutely disgusting. It's disgusting of Microsoft to do this to people. It really is. I'm just setting that up. Do nothing when you push the power button. It doesn't matter. I'm in a virtual machine at the moment anyway. Also, the fact I do miss Mahong on here. Mahong that you used to have in Windows Vista. Do you remember that? And you could get it years later for Windows 7 and for Windows 8 as well. And now for Windows 10 and 11 you can get it. And I do play a little bit later on. But here we are. Yeah, I'm just going to bring the text on up a bit because that's how I like it. Scale and layout, just bring it up to 125 and it's brilliant. So much better. I'll give Microsoft their due though. They've got bloody good programmers over there where they are, although 30%, so I've heard, is made of AI. A lot of this 30% is quite a lot. I don't know what parts they are. Now here, I'm getting rid of stuff that I don't need, like game speech. Now obviously I can't get rid of Microsoft Edge as of yet, but I do show you in a minute. Phone link. What the hell do you want to add your phone to this? You're just giving away more crap to Microsoft. So we'll get rid of Xbox. No, I'm not telling you to do what I've done here. It's entirely up to you, but you do it at your own risk. All right? Give it a go in a virtual machine. In a virtual machine, if something does break, which I highly doubt, at least you're in a virtual machine. Press F5 and files to see effect. Privacy, location is off. What else do we need off? Customer experience, error reporting, maybe keep that on. Is turned off. That telemetry, definitely turn it off. Don't want it. Ads, look at this. No, get rid of them. Get rid of all of that. Now, it did take me a while to find, but I think it was under system. But I didn't realise at this time. There we are, end task. And it's Digital Markets Act. If you switch them two on, end task and digital thingy act inside of system, inside of WinToys, then reboot, come back in. Once you've downloaded another browser, of course, you must download another browser before getting rid of Edge. Otherwise, you ain't going to have no internet, all right? Although you possibly could use the terminal to ping to Google, I guess, and download something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they've got that in there. I still think that you'll need a browser because this WinUtil does get rid of Internet Explorer as well as system updates is just security only. Driver updates, yeah, there might be that. App updates I don't really want. Co-installers, leaving that setting on. Services, apps I'll go back on into. Home and performance. Have a look through here. Delivery optimization should be switched off, and indexing as well, which is a form of telemetry. It's recommended to turn this setting off. Activity history, because again, it's not good. So I'm trying to find it at the moment. We're going to tweaks. I think it is system. Yep. End task. Then you come on down to Digital Markets Act. You have to reboot, okay? So even if you close that down, it'll be fine. we're just waiting for these updates to come on down. The security update, this KB5068861, did not want to install. Did not want to install at all. So I was just waiting around for that. And now, of course, came on over, opened up apps now, and here's Microsoft Edge, and it is going. Also, I thought, hello, so I'm uninstalling. What the hell's going on? Something's flashing there, but I don't notice that thing flash. Oh, right, yeah, uninstall, please. And there we go. It is gone. Everything off of that has now gone. Calculator, I'll get rid of. We still need Visual C or whatever. Yeah, it just would not want to install for some unknown reason. I don't know why, but it just didn't want to. And I remember having this problem before, and it was fixed on real hardware. But yeah, the security update, maybe it needs real hardware for that to come on down. I'm not too bothered. It's in a virtual machine. Here's the Windows 7 games I had a go at. And you double click that. It does take a while to come on up in English. It just takes a while to bring it up. There we go. And you can tick which ones you want installed. Now I went for Mahong and for Solitaire. Those two. Those are the only two games that I remember playing in Windows Vista. Many a night used to, yeah, for some odd reason went on off to that. Oh God. Yeah, whatever. Let's just come off of there. Okay. There we go. Now I'm playing Mahong in a virtual machine. Change appearance. I do stay on here a little while, I guess. I just change the appearance around. Now, for some odd reason, when I play Mahong Titans on my mobile phone that I got off of Google Play, off the Play Store, I have it set up for alphabet, and it never gripes if you click the wrong one. If you say pick out a number 9, because it's got alphabet and numbers as well. If you pick it like a number 4 and you click a number 5, it doesn't come up with this stupid sign that you get on here saying, oh, you clicked the wrong one. That's the only gripe I've got about this game, really. I mean, you should be able to choose which one in between instead of having to click off of it. That's what I'm saying. First, you know, no, not a match. That's what it keeps putting on up. The pain. But there you go, everyone. That is how you can spend an awful long time making your own ISO up. It's entirely up to you. Like I say, don't blame me if anything goes wrong, but do it in a virtual machine. You'll be so much better in a virtual machine making up the ISO before putting it onto real hardware. Now I have a go at Solitaire, and I'll bring it on up. Then I thought, hang on, no, we're dealing 3. I'd rather be dealing just the 1 card. On my missus's old computer, Windows Vista, we spent hours playing Solitaire and Mahong years and years ago. So we didn't have television back then, years ago. And so we would spend the nights playing Mahong and whatever. Staying up late to the wee hours, going through all the different back backgrounds and whatever, trying to get them completed. It was good. The good times they were. A lot of people poo-poo Windows Vista, but I quite liked it. Windows 7 was fantastic though, wasn't it? It was. Windows 7 rather, was really, really good. Then they brought out Windows 8, and that's when it started going downhill. It's like, what the hell? They had XEFS fighting system, whatever that meant. Extra something or other, wasn't it? I don't know what it was. XEFS or something. They tried with Windows 8. But yeah, like I say, if you're going to do this, if you're going to follow along with my video, for God's sake, do your research first. So you get to grips. Watch a load of Chris Titus's videos. Become a member on his channel. And the same goes with Brytech as well. And there we are. That is it. So, oh, no. What I do here, I'll go to settings and try to get this up and running so it isn't open new tab page. There we go. I should have had show home button, but never mind. I'll go through the colours here as well inside of Brave. I'm not sure what I want. Ooh, weird. Greeny with a blue. It's all right, I guess, but I'll have a dark. I went back to thingamajig, I think. Yeah, home button, definitely need that. Leo I turn off, even though he still turns up and just search. But I hope. VPN I turn off. All these side windows and whatever. But it's nice and big, I'll give it that. Oh, and all that shit down the bottom there I'll get rid of as well. So we customise all that. The cards in there or something. I'll go for gradients as well, solid colours. The grey. I'll just end up on black if I remember rightly. But yeah, there you go, you know. Snappy as anything now. Processors have gone down an awful lot. Oh, it also gets rid of recall as well, making that ISO up. It just makes things easier so that you can make a local account without it griping. I think Chris Titus has fixed it so that it works with the latest ones as well. Oh, that's what I was doing. Here, what I wanted was to get rid of that on my desktop, and I've forgotten how. So I do go away, I do go online to try and find out how on earth you get rid. Yeah, look at that. It still failed. Bloody ridiculous. I bet that was made by AI and there was a problem with it or something. There's little things like that, and a lot of people are getting fed up with their computers crashing and whatever when updates have come down and whatever on certain hardware. What I wanted wasn't that. I'm thinking, no, there was a way of actually getting rid of it on the desktop. For the life of me, I can not remember what it was. So I go to Brave. How to remove recycle bin. Yeah. from desktop in Windows 11. And of course, Leo comes on up. To remove the recycle bin from the content, open the desktop icon by pressing Windows R, typing, and pressing Enter. Alternatively, right-click on the desktop, select Personalize, go to Themes, and click on Desktop. Go to Themes. So it's like, really? Where's Themes then? Themes? So desktop icons I put in. Themes and related. Is it further down? Desktop icon settings. There we go. So recycle bin, and we apply, and it's gone. Thank God for that. Just want things deleting. Don't need it going into there. Unless you've got documents, of course, that you accidentally deleted. It's entirely up to you. I don't know what your use case is when using Windows. And here I just bring up my mouse a bit, because there's nothing worse than not being able to find it. Which is why I go for a dark theme and have it darker as well. Oh, I see. That was for that. It was like a marker. So I have it black. Oh, blue. There we are. Yeah, weird. Text color thickness. Go back into display. I don't know why. Oh, font text. Yeah, that's at 125 as well. I'll bring it up to 130 just to... Yeah, it's better, isn't it? Still looks good. Shame you can't do anything about the bloody clock and bring those fonts on up. See, it's little things like that they should add. But they never will. That is it from me. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.